What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about how you can get any 94 overall NFL honors player for free, absolutely free, in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. I'm going to be going ahead and giving you guys the names of it. I'm going to be talking to you guys about specifics because the program is a little bit different than it has been in the past, and I want to make sure you guys thoroughly understand. All right, so your options for your free player is going to be Lamar Jackson, Myles Garrett, okay, Christian McCaffrey. You're going to get Will Anderson Jr. You're going to get a chance at CJ Stroud. You're going to get a chance at Joe Flacco. All right. Now, those are the players that you're going to have the option of getting for free. Absolutely free. When you log in around 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you're going to get the option to choose one of those players. Okay. Now, you're going to get collectibles that are going to let you upgrade those players. I want to show you guys the similarities between it because believe it or not, guys, even my veterans sometimes, it gets a little confusing when EA drops some of these promos, and upgrading these cards are rather simplistic, but if you don't understand something, it can't be simple. Which is why I try to thoroughly make sure you guys understand it, so that way after it goes on and then we review the new promos, most of you will be able to say, okay, let me help out somebody else that's in the comment section that doesn't get it. That's the only way that you guys become MUT gurus, because if you don't understand this, it can be very, very difficult. So what I'm going to do is we have a few examples we can use, right? When you get a free card in EA Sports, right? Now, this one was not considered free simply because at one point in the stage of the upgrade path, you actually had to add a 95. But I showed you guys that you can add a 95 BND that's free in the game if you complete the field pass. So before we get to the NFL honors, I'm going to go back and show you that because I think that that's very important that you guys know that. During the live event, any promo, when I'm explaining to you guys how to level up fast and how to do a lot of different things in the game that are very, very, it's interesting the way that it's set up if you just apply your time to specifics and not just play the game. I get a lot of people like, you just mean to play the game. If you just play the game, that doesn't mean your MUT level is going to go up. I got news for you guys. If you're not doing the right thing, it doesn't matter. It's specifically following the objectives that make the most sense. Okay, so when you see me do stuff, I'm going through it and looking at the best possible way to do it. All right, when we go over here to the objectives, most of you guys were asking, what is the best way to get the interceptions? What are the best way, to do a lot of these other things? I do these things very, very fast because we find the most efficient way to do it. That's the difference when you're trying to get these things. And that's what I will always provide for you guys is the best way to get these things done. So when you go to the rewards, the last part of filling out and finishing up this field pass, you get a 95 overall B&D. Okay, that player can go into any of the Super Bowl players that you're upgrading. I chose Christian McCaffrey. All right, I think he's a boss. You guys can go Justin Reed. I don't know, I'm thinking Andy Reid because the Chiefs just won the Super Bowl, but you guys can go Andy Reid, whatever. I chose Christian McCaffrey. All right, so when you go back to it, let's go back to it now that I've shown you guys what I'm talking about as far as the upgrades and the objectives. When you go back to upgrades, right, you'll see the tokens here. You're going to first start off with training, obviously, and then everything else, like for the first 4, it's going to be upgrade tokens. All right, it's going to be very, very similar if you pick any of those players. Doesn't matter which one you pick. They are 95 overalls. Okay, so upgrading the path, you simply click on the upgrade and just upgrade it according to that. That's it. Very, very simple. So any of those players I just named, you're going to be able to get for free. Now, the actual part where EA is going to take your money and just run with it is the limiteds that you get for the honors, which are Lamar Jackson, okay, and Myles Garrett. Now, their limiteds are 97 overalls, and then their regular basic cards are 96s. I want to talk to you guys briefly about that, though. Okay, Lamar Jackson is going to be a goon in the game, but we have to wait to see if they get the proper chemistries. Let me go over some of the things that you guys are going to want to know about that. If you do take Lamar Jackson, okay, just hear me out. Lamar Jackson is super fast. Everything is good. All that, it's very, very good. With the way that they have him, his release is good. We all know that, right? Let me explain to you guys why Patrick Mahomes is still the best card. With Gunslinger, he has a very decent release. Okay, he gets that for 0. Hot Rod Master for 1. We have to give him gift wrap because the game is broken. And if you don't give him gift wrapped, you're going to drop a lot of passes. I know it sounds stupid, but this is what the game is. You're going to catch the ball a lot more often if you have gift wrap. Okay, so I would still recommend that even though EA said they patched it, I don't believe they did. All right, now you go over to the X Factor. Now, the light it up is what makes this card the best card in the game. Because if you run around like I do, This dude does not miss a pass on the run. Now look, I did experiment with just going with dashing Deadeye, but I do want to make sure that I point it out. Obviously, we make sure we do that here. This stops at 40 yards. We've known that all year. It actually started at 20 and EA updated it, which means that they control the way that the inaccuracies go on in the game, because that was moved from 20 to 40 early in the year. So just understand what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a company that takes away the abilities of the players in Ultimate Team, and you have to pay to make that player be whole again. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Tin Man, like without a heart. I don't know which one doesn't have a heart. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know, listen, it doesn't really matter. Your players are not whole. You know, it's neither here nor there, dude. But with the fact that they give you the ability on Mahomes to make sure he does not throw an inaccurate pass on the run, makes this card an unbelievable glitch. Now, if you're a pocket passer and then sometimes you want to run, Lamar could be better because of the fact that he just has a natural fast release. But if you do decide to start rolling out, if you're watching my videos and you're seeing the streams and you are a member of the channel because you went into the description box and you clicked the link and you became a member and you have questions about why we do certain things, you will be amazed to understand why this makes the most sense as far as quarterbacks go. So now, getting back to everything that we're doing, this card, I don't really care about Lamar. And remember, I was one of the biggest supporters of Lamar as a card in Madden Ultimate Team to start the year. But Mahomes, if they don't give us those abilities, it makes no sense to change. Keep in mind, like the way that I play, I roll out, I do a lot of different things within the game. If you're not playing like that and you feel like you want a fast quarterback that can throw the ball super fast, Lamar is your guy. All right? No Shannon Sharp, your guy. Okay? So now we jump over to Myles Garrett. Who is the best pass rusher in the game right now outside of Myles Garrett in Madden 24 Ultimate Team? I would say Chase Young. All right? Let me explain to you guys why I think Chase Young is the better player. And if you have a chance to go ahead and grab him, go ahead and do it. 97 speed on a Super Bowl theme team. Okay? Very easy to upgrade. You know, pretty much it's 50 of the Super Bowl players. 6'5", big guy, just like Myles Garrett. Okay? 260, ready to go. Like, this dude is ready. His card is ready to go. But not only that, he gets 0 AP, no outsiders. So if you're playing against idiots like Marshawn Lynch, the new Marshawn Lynch, and you're trying to figure out like, yo, bro, how do I stop this run? You're going to need this card right here. Now, we don't know at this time of the video what abilities they're going to give Myles Garrett or if they're going to try to make him better. But I'm letting you know that this card is actually very, very similar to what Myles Garrett is with just better stats. So there is no realistic reason to go crazy about the limited version. But if you don't have this card or you're no money spent, do me a favor, type no money spent or NMS in the comments so I can know what we're dealing with. If you're no money spent, the free 94 is going to work for you. So you're going to probably take the Myles Garrett. All right. But just to give you guys an idea of what's going on, and when you guys are evaluating your team and you're like, yo, gee, I really don't know. These cards that, they're pretty much very similar. What's the big difference? Look at what's going on, right? He's a little bit bigger than the 264, but Chase Young is 6'5". All right. This is his 90. So they just made him a little bit more boosted up. They gave him higher numbers or whatever. They're going to give him like crazy block shed and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, it's very, very interesting with the way that they build these cards, because ultimately right now with the way that this game is, he's going to be a 93 speed with a 94 excel, a 97 strength, 92 finesse move, 97 power move. That's what his 97 is going to be, his limited Myles Garrett, right? So you can still see that regardless of how they do it, Chase Young is still the better option. And you can probably, if you're not going to upgrade Christian McCaffrey or Justin Reed, you can get that version, the Super Bowl version, for free if you're no money spent, if you're having problems on the D-line with stopping these players, okay? Because that's what the problem is. Whenever they drop an OP card with angry runs and all that stuff, you guys start getting real scared, like, yo, gee, I can't stop him. Bro, I posted this on X. I got to see if I have the video. I got to see if I can find it real quick for you guys live during the video right here. Of what happened with when somebody came out and they had that damn dummy. And it was very, very funny because people thought he was unstoppable, but he's actually not. Look, I think that's him right there. That's the 3 million coin card that people were paying for. Now look, right there, that's just secure tackler. Okay? That's secure tackler stopping a guy that people were spending 3 million for, that Marshawn Lynch. But you got to remember, if you look to the left, You see how the no outsiders, that's Chase Young. He's taking on a dude with abilities, a lineman with abilities, and this is one of the cheesiest plays in the game with the RPO, and he's setting that edge. So it gives Warren Sapp a very, very good lane to go in and make this tackle against an activated Angry Runs player. Now, that's why I tell you guys, if you would like, you can follow me on social media, Instagram, X, and Facebook, and then you could also watch my live streams on Twitch or right here on YouTube. But I try to give you guys the insight to understand. So the two limiteds that are dropping today, Lamar Jackson and Myles Garrett, I am not interested in, okay? But the 94 overall that you can upgrade for free, I would consider Myles Garrett if you can't afford Chase Young, all right? If you need a quarterback, I'm not a fan of CJ Stroud, all right? Will Anderson is a pass rusher. I don't need them because this guy is really, really good, okay? Look, the Super Bowl promo right now is winning, boys. Okay, Leo is out here balling. So not only does he get tackle supreme for 1 and lurk artist for 0, he's also, 6'3", he got the weight, 97 speed. These are the things that you should be focusing on right now as you're building your team, because ultimately it's all about winning. I don't care about what these other idiots are doing. Listen, guys, focus in on making sure that your team is winning, okay, and getting the best possible players in those positions. So for this drop, we'll go about the best possible free 94 live on stream a little bit later today. But as far as the limiteds with Lamar Jackson and Myles Garrett, I would go ahead and pass on both unless they get an X Factor that can overtake the lighted up X Factor. If you're a member of the channel and you have further questions, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. If you are a regular viewer that is not a member of the channel, you have not clicked the link in the description box and you are just asking, the community will help you guys with general questions. Other than that, I want to thank all you guys for watching. You have a blessed day. Go out there, get your free player, and let me know how you're building your team. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.